Hey guys, welcome back to the After Hours. I'm the ATL Beast, and today we're going to talk about the January Barometer. Now, Happy New Year's to everyone. It's time for the Great Reset. We're saying goodbye to 2022 and saying hello to the bright 2023. New Year's resolutions and the annual reassessment starts now. You should join us in our virtual conference in February. That's the best way to start your year. Now, let's pick up those plans we ditched several months ago and dust off that calendar and say it's no longer one day. It's day one. But before we get into this, let's cover some current events. Toward the end of the year, the institutional investors are not having a good time. Amazon just made a milestone. It was a bad one. They just lost $1 trillion in value. And not too far behind, you have Tesla that lost over 25% of its value over just a couple of weeks. Now we're going to bully Elon a lot today. Other than the backlash from the Twitter acquisition, you also have several Tesla owners stranded after their car stopped charging. Even incidents happening as early as Christmas Eve. Now back to Elon, the same loan that he took out to buy Twitter, he just had his first margin call on that loan. Now on the bright side, at least gas prices are cheaper than last year around this time. An article says that the discount comes from a high refinery utilization and winter weather causing lower demand in oil. The Biden administration says gas is lower because of their efforts. Anyway, this weather is no joke. There's even warnings of blizzards and ice storms. They even gave it a scary name. It's called the bomb cyclone. That's tough. Now what's really tough is the people that are getting caught in this storm that's crossing the east with negative 50 degrees and wind chill. I can confirm we are using less oil, but the reason is not what you think. Tesla owners are not the only ones being stranded during the holidays. After Christmas, there was a mass cancellation of flights from major carriers because of the weather. However, the worst comes from the insufficient staffing system of Southwest Airlines, who canceled nearly 3,000 flights after Christmas, then only flew 1/3 of the flights it scheduled throughout the week, canceling more than 15,000 flights to normalize their operations. Several of these people lost their luggage and were stranded in the airport for almost a week. The lesson here is you don't need to do anything to get in trouble. It will find you and it will catch you slipping, just like the market. Well, that pretty much wraps up 2022 in a nutshell. Let's put the past behind us. Everyone gets a clean slate, a new start. Who knows? Maybe this next round of stimulus checks will bring back the Fed pivot narrative. I say this because Spain just produced more inflation relief stimulus checks. And we and Californians and other states in the US are receiving stimulus checks up to $1,000. That's going to come out in January. Now, putting all this together, this may even bring back the Fed pivot narrative. Now, this year, I affirm to track with cleaner structures in my trading. I believe that removing randomness from my trading is the best thing I can do to keep me in the game. There is a saying that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. The way I finished this year is a nightmare compared to the ungrateful blessings of my last year. There is a book that tracks annual changes in the market. It's called the Stock Trading Almanac. One of the hypotheses predicts the returns for the year by using the January Barometer. I told you we'd get to it. The January Barometer is a market hypothesis that states returns in January predict those for the rest of the year. It only applies to the US because it's associated with the S&P 500 index. The stats say it has a almost 85% accuracy ratio, which is not bad considering most indicators are not that far from 50% accurate. In most cases, you are highly motivated to do something in the beginning. You're at your peak condition. All this energy and positive attitude eventually fades, and you start to doubt whether you can follow through. Over time, it becomes easy to criticize yourself and regret why you started. In these moments, you are planting a seed of negativity. Every thought will put you in a loop that causes you more unnecessary pain into the past or future in your head. Everyone is like this until they unlock more of their potential through focused efforts. Patient people build themselves to last by pacing themselves and focus more on structure. They make a plan to spend a fixed amount of energy on structure over a long period of time. The automation and consistency pays off through the increase in accumulated potential with minimum resources spent. The mental and physical limits in the unconsciousness will be released. For example, if you are aimlessly overworking yourself, you can surpass short-term limits like powerlifting or cramming for a test. However, the risk of burnout and injury and resentment increases the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost equals return of most profitable investment choice minus return of investment chosen to pursue. When you stop, it will be harder to start again. The constant restarts can urge you to burn out running full sprint to try to beat your previous efforts. There's a high chance you're going to get sloppy on your second attempt to clean up. You see this in the year-end investors who try to force a big win at the end of the year. Trust me, I know. When you get stopped, rejected, or criticized repeatedly, you will plant more seeds. Eventually, a forest of negativity will grow in your unconsciousness in your head. Carrying this a round can be taxing on your mind and body, which reduces your chances of finishing strong. If you fail, you want it to be to the level of your comfort level. This bottom line is your lifeline and weapon of choice that is crafted from your accumulated efforts. There is value to be found in changing perspective. The people that pace themselves trim their forest with a sharper axe, so they get more work done. So don't be in a rush to start or finish. Just aim to be consistent. My point is, everyone that starts sharp does not always have the grit to finish that way. It's great to finish strong, but surviving to the end comes first. Now, Steven once said, it only takes one mistake to start a chain of losses. Data needs to be tracked to the point that you recognize the next day will come, and so will the profits. You know you did it right when it calms your FOMO. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.